Greetings, my beloved. And how are you this day in your time? I did not hear brilliant. I did not hear luminous. You know you all are stars in your own right. But you bang your head up against the wall to see stars rather than gazing into the mirror. It is all right. You learn from this what it is to feel pain, what it is to understand solidity and density. And that is what you call the game of life. Is it not? We are here to discuss that which you understand in this your expression of earth plane, that which you call light. Do you know what light is? There are two waveforms that create that which you call light, and the understanding of their intertwining with one another, and that is electrical and magnetic. And that which creates that upon the node, that which is the understanding of density, is the centrifugal force that is created through the vortex upon the node of this particular waveform that is created called light. And the understanding of this force is brought forward into the condensation called light as perceived in third density, and the understanding of fourth density unto third, through this spectrum, through this centrifugal force of this spectrum of light. Now, the illustration of physical light has been perceived as what you are, but it is not. Did you know that? Did you know that you are not physical light? You are beyond physical light. You are source thought energy that is understood as unlimited and omnidirectional, encompassing all of the waveforms, not merely a few frequency bands. That which you know of as light perceived by the visual apparatus called your eyes is very narrow in that which you understand upon this your plane. Much of that which is unperceived is also light. You call it X-rays, you call it cosmic rays, you call it infrared and ultraviolet. And so that which is physical light is indeed a narrow band of that which in reality is physical light. And the perception thereof is indeed not only that which you will understand as light, but the energy waves are heat and sound and magnetism and light. Light is the widest of the frequency bands. But that would encompass this much. If you go hither and yon unto at least 3 of your kilometers, that is the rest of the spectrum of energy. It indeed is infinite. But I am giving you a grand illustration for you to understand within limitation. That which is source thought energy that brought you forward into the understanding called density is indeed faster than light, but you reference it as light because that is the fastest form of understanding that you have upon this your plane at this point in your time. And as you come forth into understanding the time continuum and going forth into that which is faster than the speed of light, you will understand a different reference point. Therefore, you no longer will consider yourself as light, but as energy. And that which you call the waveforms crossing one another, and their interconnection with one another, it congeals the energy into light. Therefore, it is a denser form of pure energy. And that which you call the understanding of this condensation, of this congealing, will indeed be part of your awareness of that which you may indeed become the master of, manifesting your own congeniality, as it were. That which is the understanding of the being of the light was referenced for your understanding, for it indeed is allowing the source energy to flow through you and beyond that which is you. It was said in that which is your grand book called Matthew of the Bible, go forth and be the light of the world. And what does this mean? What does this mean if you are not light? It means that to allow the brilliancy and the buoyancy and the illumination and the light-heartedness of your energy to interact with everything in which you come in contact, everything you have countenance with, to allow the interaction of this lightness of your essence, which is merely energy of your essence, to come forward and enlighten or buoy them as well. Indeed, the soul of mankind, of humanity, is golden candle unto this universe. Hold it aloft indeed, and allow it to illuminate your essence. And in its illumination, likened unto Job, it will indeed carry you forth through the darkness without fear. For what is darkness but non-illumination, non-concrete understandableness? And as you bring forth your light into it and reflect it unto you, then indeed you have it in your illumination. Therefore it is no longer to fear. However, we are getting heavy here and not light. That which you call the illumination or enlightenment is unburdening of yourself, creating the non-heaviness of life. But you know, you burden yourself with the attainment of light. What a paradox here. You go forth and furrow your brow and allow frustration to congest your gut and allow yourself to be in fervor and furor attaining light, when all you attain in this essence of understanding is heaviness and density, burden. You see? Light-heartedness is laughter ringing forth into the celestial choirs of the essence of the grand essence called you. That is God I am of you, that is flowing forth through you, the source of you. That is light. That is God. That is you. In that which you want to understand as the enlightenment of you, the attaining of what you call wisdom, which is merely knowingness of the soul essence, is done through joy. Not sobriety, not that which is solemnity, but joy. Utter effervescence of the spirit and soul. Utter reverberation and exhilaration within everything that life brings forth unto you. Contemplate the newborn and the mothering thereof, and that which is the exhibition of the newlywed. Exuberance. Joy of the undiscovered, yet to be known, the journey, the adventure, the ultimate bringing forth of new experience and new life. Indeed, your life and the light thereof can be a river of gold if you allow it to be. Allow it to be brought forth unto you. And that which you call the rose glow, the golden shadows of sunrise upon every morn of your time. That which you know of as illustrious beauty can be brought forth unto you through every moment as it is unveiled unto you in every now. Every now. Not one or two of your nows, but every now. And do not allow yourself to be so heavy into that which is the seriousness of the subject. For indeed harmony is created through the joy and reverberation of laughter. That is what light-heartedness is. Light-heartedness. Now, do you know what light-hearted beings partake of as dessert and that which you call space? Floats. That is automatic alignment when you hear the resonance of laughter in this manner. You see, equilibrium is the balance of that which you call the bringing forth of the light into your own experience, and the allowance of yourself to be the mirror and reflector and grand exemplar of that which is the other entities that you have countenance with, therefore enlightening them as well. As you bring forth that which is the candle of you, the glow of you, the essence of you, you may ignite a spark within your breast and create a bonfire to experience the warmth and the beauty and magnificence of this brightened glow. That you may do with every experience in your life, every one, through the fiery furnace indeed, into that which you would call discordant, disharmonious. You may create yourself the bonfire to warm yourself and toast your toes, as it were, in the understanding of the wisdom it contains for you within its breast, within its inner essence. Everything that comes unto you has a gift for you within its essence. And it would not be within your apparency if you did not desire its gift. You see? And therefore you may partake of this gift with joy. And it will go forth and bring itself into dissipation into the all that is. For you have allowed itself to partake of its knowingness and capture the emotion of it unto your breast. Garnish the wisdom, the pearls contained within it. And indeed, have enhanced the God I am of you through it. All that you call disharmonious circumstance may be viewed and perceived in this light. All right? The head goes this way. Now, Beatrice giggles indeed. That which is the bringing forth of your embodiment into the light, into that which is called bringing forth your light body, is indeed the understanding of the God I am of you, and as it goes forth into superconsciousness, it will partake of a different resonance, a different vibration. That which you call the bringing forth of the light within you is knowing the joy of every moment. That which is your light energy, the essence of you, your auric field, your etheric embodiment, is indeed that which is you. That which is your physicality is a vessel. It is a shell to house the precious jewel called life, the precious jewel called light, the precious jewel called you. And in this understanding, as you understand more light within your etheric being, that which is your embodiment will also understand more light. The cells of your embodiment will be interspersed with energy and a glow, and you will partake of brilliance and radiance in what you call superconsciousness. That is what is called the glow of divinity. But do you know, this radiance comes not unto when you contemplate that which is the heaviness of yourself, the density of this your earth plane, which you bring forth frustration because you have not seen the light, because then you are not being the light. When you frustrate yourself because you are not attained what you desire to attain, then you are in misalignment. You are not connected, as it were, and attuned to the source I am of you. And therefore, the light is congested. It is has barrier there. It does not flow. It is not free-flowing into you and through you, outward of you. This is always mirror of this. This will not be in the light until this is. Until you have the knowingness of that which you are. And if I were to give a gift unto you this day and your time, I would give you the knowingness of the beauty and the light that I perceive when I gaze unto you. You do not see this. You do not know it. I know who it is that you are. You are brilliant gods. That is who you are. But it is you who have forgotten. And I am come unto you this day in your time to remind you, to reflect unto you that which is the brilliance of you, that which is the magnificence and splendor of you. And as you indeed realize this and come into this awareness, you will cry a tear. And that tear will be a starlight in the night, And it indeed will be the silver dew upon the cheek of the new morning. It indeed will be your awakening unto that which you call God, I am of you. You see, as you come forth into this called superconsciousness, you will become aware of the sovereignty and divinity within everything, everything. And you will bless everything. Do you know what blessing is? It is sending forth light. It is uplifting the vibration of it. And as you bless, you are blessed, because it is a mirror unto you, of you. You see, all that is bringing forth the light in this your time will be bringing it forth with joy, with exuberance, with understanding of that which is laughter of life. Indeed, the giggling, the vitality, the effervescence, and it will reflect itself within your auric field, and it will become vibrant indeed, and magnetic. That is what charisma is. You also desire it, but you do not know how to get it. It is not a getting, it is a knowing. And your auric field will indeed become that which is electromagnetic unto all the entities that you encounter. And the yellow will be the smiling of the soul in sparkling divine knowingness. And the blue will be the reflection of you into the lake of love. And the green is the lush undergrowth of the healing energy of you. And the red is the raw energy of life. And the orange is the fruity zest of life. And that which is the understanding called violet is the wisdom and the petals thereof as they blossom forth into the sun and into the light of you. The indigo is the mystical magic called you. You know, you will have all of these, and they will indeed be electromagnetic. They will indeed be opalescent. They will indeed be sparkling and understanding of that which is the light and brilliance brought forth into multidimensional realities of you. Not only this dimension, but the dimensions that pierce the time continuum and go through and understand other realities, both physical and non-physical. The essence of you is pulsating. You perceive two realities, that which is physical and that which is non-physical. The understanding of your perception and this awareness only understands that which is physical. But the non-physical essence of you exists also, and it is no less valid than that which is physical and perceived through this dimension. In this understanding called non-physical resides the Christ consciousness of you. It is also that which is the essence of the vibratory understanding of the source thought energy that comes forth to create that which you call you. And you pulsate back and forth, to and fro, between these two realities all your time. And as you do thus, you have that which is called awareness of physicality, and that which you call subtle awareness of that which exists, but not upon the plane that you may understand through demonstration in this manner. But as you come forth into the understanding of that which is you, you indeed will perceive it. You indeed will know it. For the perception is not real physical apparatus, but it is with the heart and soul of you. And it will resonate. There will be a deep resonance and reverberation within your heart and soul, and go forth into every example of life that lives and breathes and experiences. And you indeed will embellish all that exists with your light. And it indeed will come into your awareness with its sparkling smile, with indeed that which is the joy of its existence unto you. And you will appreciate it as its sovereign existence in that which you call your creation of it. And as you come forth into this transition, you will note a change in your verbiage, a change in that which you bring forth, and vibrate the electrons within your atmosphere and allow it to manifest before you. That indeed will come into transition as your awareness and knowingness comes into transition. And you will allow your verbiage to contain light. Do you know what I mean? Say unto an entity, you are divine, you are brilliant. Your sparkling smile is indeed wondrous this day of your time. I do enjoy the way the sun of your time reflects in your hair. You know, you can compliment an entity using light. You can also use this verbiage and this knowingness of light within your verbiage in every other manner and facet of your encounter of daily life and activity. You do? Everything that comes unto you. Speak unto it with light. And when an entity asks, how are you? That is a very common thing in this your day. You may sound to them, brilliant. I glow indeed. I may be a bit puzzled, but you indeed are torchbearers of the light. Pioneers of a sort. Forging a new pathway, shall we say, of freedom. Freedom from heaviness. Freedom from density. You know, density is judged heavily upon this plane. It is judged as bad, undesirable, but it is not. That which is the source essence comes forth to encounter itself through separation, through density, through this coagulation of light waves, of energy waves, of source essence, divine thought energy. It allows itself to experience as component parts of itself. An example, you have what you call a timepiece, and it does not tick-tock anymore. And you allow itself to be partaken of a shelf. And you know that it is merely a tick-tock piece that does not tick-tock. That is your knowingness of this. However, if you take it apart and separate it into its component parts, and you have perception of this, and you allow yourself to know what makes it tick, then you can get the talk back. And you can place it back together again and allow it to vibrate in the original essence of its wholeness, of its unity. That is what physicality is. You come forth through separation to experience what it is, and then you place yourself back together again, as it were, and go forth and have that which is wholeness and completion realized. And you understand what makes you tick. You see? Now, physicality in this manner of experience is the only place the source reverses the process. It comes forth into a focus to experience separation and allows itself to continue its understanding of itself through the alignment of the light within it and the vibration of unlimitedness. It allows itself to know what it is and goes forth in what you would call completion of the circle. You cannot do this on another plane of demonstration else than physicality. So you see, it is not all that bad to be physical. It is indeed a wondrous place to experience. It is indeed a brilliant place to experience. You are the reflection of the divine source essence, very much like the sun is a reflection within the water. You allow it to perceive itself. You allow the source to perceive itself through you. So indeed, bless this that is physicality. Do not judge it. It is wondrous. It allows the understanding of vitality. It allows the understanding of experience through physical senses. It allows the understanding of emotions to be understood within the breast and captured upon the tapestry of isness forever. It is indeed, your experience is likened unto a mural that is eternal. You are forever painting upon the canvas through your realities. And you indeed may experience that which you call your light as a purplish grayish blob, all in one, not differentiated one from another. Or you may experience that which is your light in the understanding of all the frequencies at once enhanced. And this is what you call enlightenment. It is not muddled. It is simultaneous perception of all of you vibrantly. You see, you are indeed children of the rainbow. That is a Polynesian legend. And it is not a legend, it is a knowingness within their own breast. They perceive their peoples as all children of the rainbow, and they go forth and exhibit fires that sparkle and glow within their breast, allowing themselves to perceive the particular resonance within that rainbow. And they indeed become that which is the pot of gold at the end of it, which is a legend, for there is no end. For the pot of gold is the golden river of life. It is you. It is eternal. It is a forever vessel that is never filled. It is the wealth of experience called life. As you bring forth the understanding, you need not gaze into telescopic manner to see that which is you, to understand every aspect of you through critical examination. For as you do this, you judge yourself, and you judge that which is created by you as experience. Rather, go forth and examine yourself through the lens of unlimitedness, and you will see indeed that which is magnificent, that which indeed is morning comets and daylight meteors of you, that which is indeed beauty beyond your imagination and physicality. Sparkle when you walk. Allow buoyancy and bounce. Allow yourself to vibrate. Even when you are saddened and heavy-hearted, allow yourself to vibrate with the energy essence of light. And as you perceive that which is upon your horizon, that which you would have fear of countenance, that which you have fear of contemplation, know that its gift for you is to be captured and blessed. For that which is the light of it will enlighten you. Allow yourself to partake of the moon in its enhancing understanding. Its silvery ball indeed goes forth to allow romantic creation within you, that which is a fantasy of you, that which is indeed God essence creative of you. Allow yourself to be likened unto the moon, enhancing, illuminating, soft, loving, gentle. That which indeed is the understanding of the sun is powerful, source essence energy, the understanding creation. Did you know that photosynthesis is both chemistry and alchemistry? That is indeed the different aspects of physicality and non-physicality, manifest and unmanifest, the two different realities you all experience. Do you know what holds the moon up? Moonbeams. And indeed they may buoy you as well. Beaming is sending forth light. Allow yourself the energy enhancement of a mother in your softness, in your alluring delicacy, in your gentleness. You see, you can all be of the light, of love light, that which creates miracles. For that which is light energy, superimposed with love, indeed is miracle. That is what you call it. I will allow for now that which you call query.
I have a question. You're talking about being as positive as you can possibly be in this life. And if you're not positive, you bring on negative things toward you, or
I'm not speaking of positive and negative, for that is polarity.
okay.
I'm speaking of oneness. No judgment as positive or negative, merely isness. As you think, so it be. As you speak, so it be. Not judged as positive or negative, merely isness. You see?
You bring on everything that happens to you. You create everything that happens to you.
It is always mutual. That which you consider to be happening to you and that which you consider itself is the understanding of the mutual coordination. In other words, that which you call victim and that which you call perpetrator is always mutual. For there is wisdom to be garnished within this circumstance for both. You see, and knowingness of the experience. It is the gift that is given forth. You understand?
Yes, I think so. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
You may now turn the tape over.
Indeed.
Would you please develop the idea of fantasy being part of God essence?
That which you call the divine creative force, that which brings forth that which is you in your understanding, is had a fantasy, that which you call another cosmic day. The fantasy was reality experienced through physicality. That was a fantasy. And that which you call collective, partaking of this fantasy, is all of you. And as you all collectively remember this fantasy, you create physical reality. That which is fantasy is no more non-reality than that which you understand as electric energy. You see? For fantasy is a little illustration of divine thought energy going forth to create, whether it be unmanifest or whether it be manifest, physical or non-physical. It is still divine thought energy that brings forth resonance unto that which is the object of its energy and allows it to come forth into your appearance in one way or another so that you may partake of it as wisdom and experience. Fantasy indeed is reality of a different kind. It is non-physical reality, but it may indeed be brought forth into reality if you so desire it to be. And that is what you call creation. That is what you call manifestation, precipitation. You see, you give invalidity to what you call imagination and fantasy. But you have imagined yourselves and created yourselves through the fantasy of your soul essence. So as that which is the precipitation of you in the reality you perceive yourself in the understanding of physicality, you indeed are a product of fantasy. So do not discount it as invalid, or you discount yourself. You see?
So fantasy may or may not become a creative act.
Indeed.
There is always a reservation in fantasy that it might not become a creative act.
There is a choice that you have option of upon that which you understand as soul level awareness. And that choice is indeed the bringing forth of the creative circumstances within your outer awareness as you so choose them to be. And if you desire to experience this as fantasy and unmanifest reality, it will be captured within that which is the reality that is non-physical. But it is still a reality that you may experience emotion with. You see? So there is a choice. And if it is desired to be physical, then that thought energy is placed forward into the resonance of the electrons within the atmosphere, and it comes forth into your physical appearance. Do you understand?
The capturing of the emotion of it is the important creative act.
Indeed. And it may be done either way, through physicality or through non-physicality, and both are valid.
Excuse me, how does it manifest in non-physical?
It is an experience that is not precipitated into the dense physical understanding that you call your reality upon this your plane. However, it is an experience that, when emotionally understood, may be garnished the wisdom from and allowed to be released into the all that is forevermore. You see? So it is not necessary to experience physically all that exists, but indeed you all experience all there is in one manner or another. You see? Is this helpful unto?
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, my dearest.
Brother Germain,
Indeed.
could you distinguish the difference between feelings and emotions, and how important they are in being light.
And that which you know of as feeling is many times given synonymous understanding with that which is called emotion. However, feeling is a manner of sensing emotion. It is of the non-tactile senses. And it indeed is an instrument for the perception of emotion. Any emotion. The entire spectrum of emotion as understood through your divine ego of self and through your alter ego. And as you perceive both of these polarities, the dichotomies of existence within physicality, you indeed will perceive the unified wholeness of that which is the exhibition of your light in this manner. And as you garnish it and know it and own it, then indeed you become that it contains, the light vibration, the spectrum of frequency that it contains, you become it in vibrancy. You see, that is becoming the light. When you garnish it all and capture it all within the bread pan of that which is your experience. You see? Is this helpful for you? Thank you, my brother. You do not listen. You do not understand. You hear the verbiage, but you do not partake of its knowingness. It is very likened unto that which you call your entities from space, your brothers. You are the aliens, they are not, but as they partake of your earth plane, and they did not know what a humanoid was, and they would stand before that which is the pump for your fuel, and say unto the pump, get your fingers out of your ears and listen to me. That is what I say unto you. But you do not always do this. And if you would laugh, you will find yourself heartily enhanced by the vibrations of divinity of you. You see, there is something to laugh at and about within everything. Everything. Juxtaposition of that which is verbiage is called pun. And your life indeed can be very punny if you desire it to be. It indeed can be the understanding of irony. If you will allow yourself to juxtapose the situations into comedy, it will be a divine comedy indeed, your life. You see? Do not be so heavy with it all, or you will be burdened. You see? Release the yoke from your neck. Untie the fetters from your wrists. Allow them to be brought into grains of sand as they fall away into the eternal sands of life. Allow indeed that which is freedom of expression and go with the flow, as it were, and fly through the canyons of life. And echo within it the laughter and ringing and resonance of your joy and reverberance of that which is your exhilaration. And you shall know God. All right? Indeed.
Does laughter and humor help you to be more sensitive to life?
Indeed, for you are constantly searching what is funny.
Okay.
Therefore, you sensitize yourself to the particularities of the situation and the emotions contained within it.
Okay.
That is why that which you call upon your earth plane comedians, they are very sensitive entities. Do not perceive that which is physicality when you gaze within the grand reflector you call mirror. Perceive golden light. Light indeed, wondrous, brilliant, resonant light. Joyous, vibrant, divine. And as you do thus, you release the focus upon physicality and allow yourself the perception of unlimited light. You see? That is how to come to know God of you. It is what you call practical application. You so fervently desire practical application on your plane. Indeed.
I have perceived that as I experience in fourth dimension, that those around me are experiencing also. I see no longer a difference, even if they're not aware, even if they don't even know that what density exists. What's occurring for them? For me, I just perceive that they're with me.
Of course, and it is not of the outward cognition what is occurring, only of their own soul essence, and they are becoming enlightened, lighter-hearted, and partake not of sorrow within their life experience, and they understand it not. They are a bit at puzzlement because of it, but it is because you have allowed union and resonance with your own energy. That is due to your perception of them as light beings.
They are experiencing.
Indeed. Do not doubt it. It is a reality. You know that which is light beings are upon your plane, walking among you, and now your time. They did in the time of that which you call Yeshua. They did in the time of Moses and Abraham. They did in the time of that which you know of as Krishna, Muhammad, Buddha. All of these that are light and beings. They were light beings, beings of that which you call your space and your middle earth, walking among them. Many of them were deified. They desired not to be, but they were. But they are upon you now in your awareness. You encounter them every day of your life and you know them not. For you see only with blinders. But if you will allow yourself to understand light as beyond perception with your visual apparatus, but to perceive it with a spark in your heart, allow yourself to create your self-awareness, your understanding, your perception, your sensitivity to this spark. Allow yourself to be the ignition, indeed, to ignite the flame of freedom within your breast, to be that which is the light, the grandeur of God exemplified on this plane. And when you allow this, you will see and know all as light beings. All indeed will be stars in the heaven that you gaze upon in that which you call your reality, your physicality, your daily activity. You will walk among constellations and galaxies and perceive the splendor in everything. And it indeed will be interspersed with darkness, that you will be the sun. You will be the magnificent illumination that will allow the photosynthesis to occur within every one of them and the growth. Indeed, as you illumine, they will no longer be the struggling lilac that is withered, that is understanding thirst and starvation along the dusty roadside. For as you allow them your light and your warmth, you will revitalize them, and they will again spring forth into the beauty and magnificence of their God essence. Allow yourself to be the light in this manner. Go forth and beam your energy everywhere. Multidimensional aspects of you will resonate with that which is your awareness of yourself. And you will find yourself knowing much more than you thought you knew. And you will wonder, where did that come from? How did I know that? You know how? A little light told it to you. And as you allow yourself to understand the whisperings of your light more and more, and understand the wisdom it is giving you every day of your existence, the wisdom that you may partake of, if you but so embrace it, then indeed you will be the light of the world, will shine forth as that which is illumination upon the pathway of all that exists around you. You will be the desired being called Christus within you. This consciousness will be exemplified in everything you do, and you will manifest, and you will create miracles for yourself. You indeed will make room for miracles, for that which is the void of you will be empty of frustration and self-pity and understanding of furrowed brow and worriment and distress. And it will be full of the light, the rainbow indeed of you. Remember the spectrums of color. You all are all of these colors, and indeed the indigo of you, the mystical magic of you as the creator of the universe. Indeed.
One last question about the sea.
It is all right. You indeed are quite a commander of your ship, you know.
How did the fish get colored?
Because they were created by God in this manner. The God essence that was indeed likened unto your essence. You see, they were created as beauteous understandings for you to perceive and appreciate and love. They gave that which you call color of the rainbow unto you for your understanding of beauty and for your reflection of your own rainbow. All right? You have been of the high seas, and now in your time you may enjoy the adventure of the high seas of life. It is a grand voyage. Bon voyage. I will bid you all farewell for now. It has been illustrious partaking of this galaxy. And unto you, for it is truly my honor to come unto you in this manner and bask within your essence. Bask within your starlight and your sunlight and your moonlight. For you indeed are all of these. Know that you are. Know your essence. Know your God-ship. Indeed, be the children of the rainbow and rejoice therein. So be it. Namaste. I bid unto you all a merry good night.